Hello, and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as the Scottish with FilthyRobot, the tutorial series.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
We lost naval
Now,
superiority, and now we're getting pushed around.
so something interesting has happened. You'll notice, looking at the army, that when you press the G key, somehow you have combined out our siege general.
Maybe I combined them out. What does that even mean?
Only one general can lead an army, and when you press the G key, it took both armies, and it said, okay, there's two generals here, and it said which one's better, and it decided that Mungo Hepburn was a better general than our guy, the siege leader.
All right.
So what you need to do is grab one of the
Yep,
infantry.
did it. Get the Lancashire one. I'll bring it over. Bring it to the siege.
And I would swap out one of the other infantry there and just send them to another province. So we want to make sure that that province falls as fast as possible.
Okay.
I'm trying to engage this Portuguese navy up here. Unfortunately, one of our heavies is at 12% strength, but
Can you make that one heavy fleet and like send it to a port? No.
not on its own.
Okay. All right. We have some bad things, I think.
Yeah, losing that fight's not good.
But we have a
need
pop up that's a bad thing too, I think.
Oh, great.
We have the House of Stuart is shaken. There seems to have been a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of James III. It seems she was the daughter of a lowly farmer from outside London. So we can either lose 5 legitimacy by denying it, or we can acknowledge the fact and lose 5 prestige. Let's just take a look. We have 90 legitimacy, and we don't really want to lose prestige right while we're in combat. I guess it's not that big a deal though. I don't know how hard legitimacy is to get back or not.
It's very, very slow. We gain 1 per year. I would actually err on the side of the legitimacy in this case.
To save it or to get rid of it?
To save it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We have unrest in some distant provinces, and legitimacy directly reduces unrest. Prestige does not.
Okay.
And we're not really doing very much combat right now, so morale of armies is not nearly as important as it was at the beginning of the campaign. So really, our plan here is we just have to look out for troops that are trying to be landed on our main area. We're going to lose control of Bergenschutz. That's fine. Who cares?
Yep.
Don't cancel the core. The core will just stay paused at whatever percent it gets to. It's at 82%, and it'll just stay paused.
Okay. So I'm looking at the siege, or was I going to be looking at the siege? Another pop-up. Well, we just gained 20 prestige. We're an honorable people.
Wow, that's twice.
Yep.
In the recent past. We've gained a ton of prestige. Wonder how the Danish independence war is going. Denmark is losing pretty badly to Sweden.
Okay.
Good. Okay, that is a lot of heavies down there.
Just trying to. This is what you're basically doing, just finding red armies and mousing over them to figure out what the fuck they're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Mostly I'm looking at navies.
Yeah.
All right, there's 16 ships. 16 units just boarded the ships near Bergenschutz for the English. So be ready on the east coast.
East Coast Bergenship. Where? Okay, I don't see this.
Norway.
Yeah.
The Norwegian English troops have just left, and he is probably going to land them somewhere on our east coast. So
Okay.
I would consider turning on the fort in Lothian, which I just did for you.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
grab.
would not turn the one on Lothian. It's not necessary, or our capital, London, because it's already got the capital fort providing some garrison.
Okay.
We could turn it on last minute.
I'm gonna start walking our army north. Then I'm gonna stick to Derbyshire until I see that move a little bit more, because I can still pillage or plunder or whatever the fuck it's called in Derbyshire. So
Okay.
Derbyshire.
Path around the siege though, because you're going to suffer an attrition tick with that whole army.
Okay.
Even if the army is not part of the siege, if there is a siege present in the province, it will increase attrition by 1% for any unit in that province.
Okay.
So you want to just avoid that. Also, I don't know how you've done this. You still don't have the right general in charge of that siege.
It's not possible.
It is possible.
Well, you've screwed it up somehow.
I think what happened is that you left both generals there, and I have a tendency to combine armies all the time, and I press the G key again. So I'll just real quick go ahead and
fix that for
James
us.
Charge.
Let's get that siege, especially if he's not helping us in heritage anymore.
Okay, keep an eye out for where the English might be landing. I don't see their navy. There it is. Okay. Still got him on there. He's still going to the channel.
Okay. So you're trying to combine. I'm going to wait there for a minute. Okay.
Okay, there he is. He's on the west coast, actually. He's landing, and he will be in...
Whoa. He's popped up.
Cornwall. July the 2nd, he's going to land in Cornwall.
What do we need there? What? How did he get the fuck over there? In like 2
Boats.
seconds.
Boats, man. Boats are fast.
All right.
Still, it's 16 units, and I'll just real quick check the ledger for us. I'm pretty sure his combat width is smaller now than it used to be.
Okay.
He's got looks like probably 17 in the front row. So you're good to just engage him with that army.
Okay.
It'll be a very good fight. Make sure you have the leader in charge. Keep them merged together and head over to Somerset. If you can get there before him, I don't think you can, because for some reason he's able to land way faster than I would have expected. But
so I have 2 armies moving together. G is supposed to combine them, but it's not. Is that because they're like different speeds or something?
one of them movement locked, the other one's not. So just send him here. Now combine them. There you go.
Okay.
Now yeah, just go fight him. You should be kicking his ass right here.
Okay.
By the way, the Brittany is landing troops in Armor, so he's going home.
Okay.
Our Navy is 1 month away from having that other heavy fully repaired. I botched the naval stuff yet again.
It's all right.
But how are we doing on this fight?
Let's take a look.
So we
Pretty
have a
shit to begin with for them.
discipline advantage, 105% versus his 100. We have a morale advantage. Our discipline is multiplying our tactics, giving us a slight tactics advantage. So we inflict more damage, we inflict more morale damage, and we take less damage.
And we have more units.
A 3-2 general versus a 2-0 general, and we have flanking, and yes, everything is in our favor. Except for maybe rolls. That's like the only thing that could potentially
we rolled fine.
The
Second roll was very good. Okay. Good.
There's an 8 versus an 8, which is great for us because we are flanking. Now hopefully he doesn't have his boats nearby and he's forced to just move one province over. 4,000 lost on our side to kill 7,000. Pretty good.
Okay, so he's going to Cornwall, so we're going to Cornwall.
So you're going to stack wipe him probably.
Good. Do you see the Portuguese, or not Portuguese, Brittany's troops over here to the south? Where is that thing going? It's going coast of Brittany.
They're going to Kent.
How do I see that? I thought it said will arrive on coast of Brittany, or will arrive in Kent. Okay. Yep. So I could split this up right now, the army, and go east with some of it.
I would take the fights one at a time because the English may not have time to shift consolidate, so you want to keep your combat width nice and wide in case.
Okay.
But I would send the other army to join the primary army right now.
Okay.
Try to sync him up. But now that we have his capital, it's just a matter of a year or so. He'll want out of the war no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, another engagement. Nice.
Wasn't nice.
And our... That's because he had a morale recovery tick in August the 1st. But nice roll there, Mungo. 0. So you got to make fun of him, and then he'll stack wipe, just like that. Done. Cool. Yeah, head over to Kent.
I don't want to do that. I want to go this way. Okay. And can I... Oh, he's already movement locked. Okay. Looks like Portugal's... No, he's landed. Okay, not Portugal, Brittany. Another 6K coming out of him. He wants to fight, huh? That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great that he wants to bring him over one by one. We'll take that all day, every day.
Yep.
I'm trying to be tactical here and pick off the...
We rolled like shit. They rolled a 9. We rolled a 0 in the first phase.
Yeah.
2 to 5. We're losing the second phase as well. But we have a lot more troops, right? There's a better roll. Okay, what did they do? Did they just retreat after that? So
yeah,
okay, so I want to take a look at this. Are we paused? No, let's pause.
Now we are.
Okay.
He is in Hampshire with 0 morale. You can't get there before the end of the month, so that means that he'll get a recovery tick, and then you'll probably stack wipe him within 1 or 2 phases.
Okay. And it auto assigned Mungo to this. Cool. Good enough.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay.
Yep.
You'll get a recovery tick as well. If you wanted to have better combat ability, you could shift consolidate to try to group the regiments to full strength, but I'd wait till the 1st. Get a full recovery on all of the armies, and now, while holding the shift key, press the consolidate regiments button to force troops to the center so that they fight with peak efficiency against the...
Yeah, I want to leave the 0 strength ones behind, though. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you don't even have to, because
the
battle's going to be very quick.
Okay.
You can't, your movement locked.
No, I meant I didn't, not like leave them behind. I meant I didn't want to abolish the regiments.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because it's more expensive to train new troops than it is to reinforce.
Yep.
So there's your stack wipe. Nice.
Awesome.
You only lost 59 troops.
Okay. So should I break off now? I'm thinking about. Okay. So let me just bounce this off you and see if this is a reasonable idea. So we have a couple regiments that are at 0. Can I split them from the army
Yeah.
Okay, and then I can send them to like our home territory so they reinforce, because we get negative reinforcements when we're in a hostile or occupied territory, right? So like,
Anything that's not your own, yes.
so I could,
Even your vassals will give
okay.
you reduced reinforcement rate.
Yeah, so I could just break those off and send them somewhere else so they reinforce faster.
It's a good logical good thing to do. Just be very cautious that if you're going to use that strategy, you have to nurse it and tend it, because it's a prime target.
Okay.
AI will go nuts trying to track down your wounded stacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if they see a stack that's like 14 regiments with like 1,000 troops in it, killing it it's worth a ton of war score, because they're killing 14 regiments even though it's only got the combat strength of 1.
So you don't actually recommend that then?
No, I do it all the time. I just every now and then make a mistake and get really angry.
Yeah.
So
okay.
just be aware that if you're going to do it, you got to be very careful about tending to it.
Okay.
Okay, we can make Denmark into a state. It's like our capital, our core finished on Sealand.
Okay, so the cores stop during war, but they only stop if one of the war people has claims on that. Is that right?
Cores.
Cores, yeah.
So if we were coring English territory right now and we declared war on England, those cores would be paused.
Okay, got it. All right, so I'll go over to that place, and the make a state button is Denmark's territory. Click to make it a state. We're not near our state limit, so this is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus, we're going to get tons and tons more trade power now by having the autonomy lower. You got to pay to finish the core. You got to pay all the rest of the costs.
I think I did, didn't I? No, I
didn't. You paid for the territorial core, which is half price. Now you have to pay for the full core now that it's a state.
Okay.
So now the autonomy is at 47. This is a incredible location for the burghers.
Okay, the nobility needs stuff too, because our total amount of land increase, our the percent that they control is not to the minimum of 15. So we got to give them some shitty one of these little islands we took seems like a good. Oh, we can't because it's not a core yet.
Just wait for those cores. Yeah. Just wait. But the Sealand has to go to the burghers, because we want all of that trade power, and the burghers will give us 100% of the trade power despite the 47% autonomy.
Okay,
so it's amazing for them.
Okay, I can go to B. I can go to estates. I can click on the burghers. They're at 61 influence. Can we do anything with them so they don't steal? I don't really want to. I mean, it's not going to put it over any danger levels, but I'm just kind of curious what I can do with them right now. Grant monopoly charters. They gain influence. They gain loyalty. I don't want that. Get an admiral. That just costs us influence. No, they gain influence with that rather. No, we can't. We can't do anything to get rid of their influence. Okay.
Yep. Right. They have recruited ministers decaying in 1502, but as long as they stay below 80, it's a great province for them, and we want that trade power, so I would definitely give it to them.
All right.
So now, in the Lubeck node, we're going to see that we have a lot more trade power there, probably starting... Is it going to be next month, or is it going to be right now? It's showing... Looks like it's already updated, the provincial trade power. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we now have the ability to put a merchant over there to shape trade near the bigger node, because we were doing like 2 back. Is that worthwhile doing?
Well, are you talking about Lubeck or the one behind it?
Well, you said not to directly take from a node with a merchant. Oh my god, why can't I not find this right now? Hold on a second. It's why I thought for fucking there it is. Okay, I wasn't hitting enough times. Okay, so I was thinking the one behind it, right?
Okay, but notice that only has a singular output.
Okay, so it's bringing it to... Is there the only one that goes into the Lubeck node too? No, there's multiples. Yeah. North Sea goes into there. So, I mean, we're steering away from the Lubeck node, and we now have interest in the Lubeck node. Is it still worth steering away from, for example, in the North Sea?
We want to steer away from Lubeck into the English Channel, because that's where we collect.
Okay.
So what we did is we just gained power in the Lubeck node, and even without a merchant there, that power is trying to force the value out. And because there's only one potential output, it's going the way we want, and that is all good.
All right. Okay.
So, yep. No, trade looks good. We should be making more money from trade based on having that core complete.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're just waiting for the English to lose their enthusiasm now. They are already at 6 war exhaustion because we have their capital and 2 of their forts. And they are not in a good position. Meanwhile, we're sitting happy. We have full morale, we're making money. I mean... This is a great position for us to be in. And we don't even need the French, so...
Good. I noticed that we are running low on loot in Somerset, so I'm just going to move over to Marches.
Okay.
Or not Marches, their capital. But we're taking their capital. No, we don't claim their capital, so we're not taking their capital. Okay.
Yep. If you wanted to, you could split the army in half. Just to have to do it less often.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, hold on. What's this shit? English. No, okay, it's just the Navy, though.
No, there's just no way. The English got stack wiped. He's not going to be able to train up another 16 stack. Best case scenario for him, he's going to drop another 5 or 6 off at a time.
Yeah, but I'm worried about my little recovering.
Yeah, definitely. Good. Okay, there's the Portuguese. They are trying to land in Ireland. And he's got his five heavies that we cannot contest.
So it's got to be army.
Yeah, because we have control both sides of the strait. Their superiority in the navy doesn't matter. We could just march over there and just go fight them. So.
And I will recover with this army. What's this 14 stack over there? Because Steel's got a 15 stack beneath us.
Yeah, I'd go for that one first.
Okay, where are they? And they are disembarking on 5 miles over that Cornwall.
Yep. Okay. And you actually, you might even be able to get there before he does.
19th
of January. No. Yeah, just go engage him. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like he might be landing a leaderless army here, which is so dumb. Watch out for your recovery stack. The English are landing.
Okay.
In Kent.
So I need to English are landing in Kent. So I just need to run this. I mean, I could just run this to my other guy. Go to Cornwall.
Yeah, it's a good tactical thing to try to max out your reinforcement speed. But if you just kept it with the main army, our guy has 3 maneuvers, so he's got 80% of the normal recovery.
Right. And I wouldn't have
to. So you're not really. Yeah, you're not missing out on much, but it's easier.
All right.
And yeah, that's a leaderless army. He has no leader in charge of those 15
troops. That's fantastic. Then we'll go deal damage to it. Okay, we're locked into a fight, so that's excellent.
I would probably consider shift consolidating if... Nope, looks like
we don't need it. Aren't we all full?
Yep.
Okay.
France just declared their own war on Brittany. England dishonored their alliance.
Okay. Why does it give us 2 fight locations?
Because their army's marching into ours, our army's marching into theirs, and it doesn't pay attention.
So we just rolled an 8, we added 3 to it versus their 1. Come on, stack light. All right.
Yeah. Well, considering his navy's nowhere nearby and there's no friendly territory for them to retreat to, either you're going to stack wipe it in this combat, or they're going to retreat 1 province over and you're going to stack wipe them as soon as you go to the next province. But they will stack wipe. They will die. You just killed 8,000 men and lost only 2,000.
Good.
Hey, did you combine the armies?
Yeah.
Nice. You have enough men, you can overrun that English stack.
Good.
Portuguese are being kind of greedy. They're kind of trying to carpet siege in Ireland, so I'd try to get over there as quick as you can.
Okay.
Nice stack wipe, instantaneous, 1 point something war score. Overrun the Oxfordshire and march your way over.
Yep, going for that right now.
Yay! Iceland can be made into a state.
Okay.
It's a pretty crap state, so I don't know if it's really worth it. Let me check the ledger to see how many province. What's the development in that state? It's so god awful.
Took some damage.
Iceland, it's 6 development. I probably would just not do it.
Okay. Take your word on it.
Because if you do it, here's the rationale real quick. If you do it, you're going to end up paying more admin points to finish the cores. And then later on, because you're going to be state limited, and there's going to be a much better state that you want via conquest, you're going to end up having to unstate the Iceland in order to open up the state slot with the new territory, which means you wasted admin points coring something that didn't make you any money anyway.
Gotcha. I'm just looking at this. So all those little islands have finished, though. Are those islands are part of the state? There is a state map mode, and I just don't remember. It's under. Is it political or it's probably political for state, right? No. That'd be too easy. I wanted to because I wanted to take care of the nobles being unhappy, and we were going to give them one of the little stacks, little islands over there.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to make one of the 2 into it, then that's fine.
No. I wanted to see those state breakdowns. And which type of map mode is that? Geographical?
It's areas.
States and territories. No, it's geographical. Right?
Well, are you trying to identify what the area looks like, or what is a state versus a territory? I think you want areas map mode is what you're looking for.
I wanted to. Okay, so you know how certain areas like clusters are certain states, right? Like based on their like geographical proximity, I assume, or something similar to that. I was trying to determine which areas those islands belong to.
Yeah, you want the areas map mode.
Okay, so which is under what?
Geographical map modes. Okay. 3rd from the top.
Geographical map modes, areas. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So we already gave. Who did we give Orkney to?
Clergy.
We did that. Why?
Because we had unrest there, and because we just could. If you want, you can revoke it from them and give it to the nobles.
Doesn't that make
them? It's a 1-1-1.
Doesn't it make them unhappy when we do that? Revoking.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're above 50%, above 40% loyalty. You'll lose a little bit of loyalty, and then they'll just trend back towards 50. Go ahead and do
Okay.
it.
All right. So let's do that. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for B. Looking for estates. I'm looking for nobility. And I want to click on this, and it will revoke. I do.
Only reason we chose the clergy is because the clergy will naturally lower unrest in provinces, and that was just about the only justification for it.
Okay. And then I want to give the nobility this. Okay. Cool.
Okay. You are being beset on both sides. There's an army on the southeast. And there's a 10 stack landing in Kent.
I kind of want to go back then.
However, there's no leader in charge of the army over there with Portugal.
Well,
So-
I want to be. Where's our fleet? Is our fleet close by? Yeah, you have a fleet. Could we just, instead of walking, if I go to Cork right now, could you ferry us over? Or it's too dangerous right now with the 18 stack right there.
We could hop between St. George's Channel. The English only have 2 heavies, 16 transports. I mean, we could poke out and try to fight this navy.
Yeah, that would be ideal because if I'm going to march across over here, like it's the way.
I think you should fight the Portuguese. They have no leader.
Yeah, I'm headed that way.
You should go do that real quick.
I'm doing that way. It's just my army's slow. All right, they're only at 9 stacks, so I am going to shift consolidate.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay. Oh, he's going that way. Let's go into Sligo. Okay, let's go to Sligo.
Yeah, we lost one of our heavies again.
Arumba. Please. Please, Arumba.
We killed one of theirs, though.
Okay.
It's, Besides, once we get to peace, we don't really want to be paying for these damn things anymore. Okay, he actually ran from the fight. Obscurantism has expired. Good. All right.
Well, their no leader just rolled an 8.
We don't actually have enough transports to ferry that whole army at once, but we can do it in 2 pieces.
Okay, so maybe we do it in the Irish Sea and we do it to like Glamorgan or something, so it's just a little bit safer for our transfer. I don't know. I don't really care.
We are being carpet sieged in the southeast. Okay, so you stack wipe them. You can overrun the 1.9k.
Yep.
You can detach a single infantry to start the take back Sligo, and you'll still have enough troops to overrun because 20.9 is still more than 19.
Do I to take back Sligo? Do I need just a regiment or do I need 1,000 troops?
1,000 troops.
Okay.
So I'll detach a full strength infantry.
That's what I was asking about.
Okay. Go overrun, and then I would detach. I would just leave the 1 infantry. I'd take all the rest of the troops.
Okay.
And actually, based on where you're going to be, we're going to go through St. George's Channel, it looks like.
Okay. So I'm coming down to like Leinster.
Yeah, it looks like the closest one's going to be Cork.
Okay.
No. Leinster would be the fastest, if you can get to Leinster.
Yeah, going there now.
So that 1 infantry will take care of all 3 resieges,
Yep.
and we will, real quick, hop these troops across the strait.
Okay, so I'm gonna click. I'm just gonna right click on Glamorgan, right?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for you manually.
Okay.
Now, I docked up the ships. I'm going to grab your army. I'm going to press A to tell them to attach to a navy that's docked. Now I'm going to grab the navy. See that little ship indicator next to the army?
Yeah.
That means that they're attached. So you have, looks like 19, 23, 24 regiments, and we have 10 transports. It can take 3 goes, but I've just told them to try to attach to the navy. Now I'm going to just tell the navy to go to another port. They're going to grab 10 of the troops, because that's how many they can carry. So it can take them like 4 days to go from here to there. I'm going to send them back.
Okay.
And if we were to use the automatic fleet transportation, it would take this like 3 times as long, because they're going to move out. They're going to march to the sea tile, which takes 12 days, and then march from the sea tile to the land, which takes 12 days, versus just like 2 and 4 to pop across the sea tiles.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's that time again.
Well, not until I get the army moved.
Okay.
Now, if they get too many men and they start to actually be able to match our combat with, we might have some dangerous fights. There's 20,000 troops over there now. 19,000.
We will have to. Maybe I should start building a couple. Oh, we're negative gold now.
Yeah, you might want to isolate that English stack before he can join up with the other troops.
It's 5k. Got it.
Yeah. Also, we should probably have that fort on in England, but we don't in London.
Oh, that's bad news.
Yeah, at least it's got our capital, so it's not going to fall right away. It's got some garrison, but it is not nearly as strong as it could be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in the next episode.
See you guys soon.
See you in a bit.